Yo, what is good, No Fear fans, man? Man, I'm back at y'all with another one, another pod episode. As y'all can see, I got the bro back.
Yes, sir.
That's a nice sweater, bro.
Yeah. I had to cop one.
Man,
I told you.
I love it. I love it. That's fire.
You know how many people stopped me at work too? I wear this at work one day on Casual Friday.
For real?
And they was like, bro, I like that. And I work at Farmers National, so it's a bunch of
okay.
white people.
Tell them to subscribe, bro.
Yeah.
Tell them to subscribe.
Yeah, I've been trying to promote a little bit.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Man. Hey, man. But yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. But yeah, man. Last time we filmed, man, we talked about Drake and stuff like that, the Kendrick stuff, and that was a pretty funny episode.
You're gonna get a little spicy again today, huh?
Yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready to do it. But first things first. If you are a new viewer, please hit that like, comment, subscribe, share. I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, first things first, what I want to kind of touch base on is this Terrence Crawford, versus Canelo Alvarez has been, announced again. They pretty much did like a
face off in the ring.
Yeah, face off and stuff like that. And they had like a date, but then they changed it. Now it's the September the 13th. Right like what's that? 9 days from our birthday.
Mine's too.
Yep.
When your birthday?
September 7th.
7th?
Yep.
You got the same birthday as my cousin, but I'm September 23rd.
23rd?
Yeah, bro. September. That's probably why we connect, huh?
Yeah, bro. Probably. I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I never asked you that. When your birthday was.
Me either, but
yeah. September.
You learn something new. September, baby.
So
it's the best month.
Best month. 100%. 100%. But yeah. So Canelo versus Crawford, man. I'm excited about this. What's your opinions? Like, how do you see this fight going?
First of all, that face off, that gave me chills, bro. That gave me chills, dog. I was like, dang, bro, this remind me of like an old school throwback. Because ain't none of them running.
Right, 100%.
And both of them.
Crawford's not a runner, Canelo's not a runner.
Crawford got that them nappy head. That old school, he got that
growing his hair out now, though.
Yeah, he got that old school. He's a black man.
Yeah.
And then Canelo, that Spanish culture, that pride.
Right.
Both in the Spanish culture they call it machismo. Yeah, like, he think he's a macho man. Like, that's most of the men they call machismo because they all, and Crawford got the same thing, But you know how black man is too.
Right.
But he ain't backing down from nothing. And
another thing, man, to top off on that, I want to say, because, like, blacks and Hispanics, man, they've been dominating this sport for so long,
any sport they get into.
Well, pretty much damn near any sport they get into. And we all know in boxing, man, when you got a black, when you got a, African American man, and then you got, a Hispanic guy, going head to head, main event, it's gonna be a big fight.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
So
they're gonna be sold out. That's the type of fight right there, like, they're gonna stop the world,
Yeah.
Like, everybody gotta tune in, and like everybody gonna be glued at the TV, especially in Nebraska, and we in Nebraska right now,
Yeah.
In Nebraska, that's about to be. The only thing I don't like about, I feel like Nebraska need to praise Crawford a little bit more, though.
I don't disagree with you.
I feel like
I don't disagree.
You need to get behind Crawford, like,
now.
Just like how
one thing. Sorry to cut you off.
You good.
One thing I will say, that was you at that parade after he beat Canelo?
I didn't. After Spence.
Or I said Canelo.
You get
after Spence. Yeah. After he beat Spence, that parade was fire. Like Omaha, yes, Omaha.
I should have gone.
Omaha, bro, went all out for Crawford on that. on that parade downtown.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I ain't never seen nothing like that. I ain't never seen no type of boxer get that type of praise from their hometown.
Yeah,
you know, maybe besides Deontay Wilder, he got a whole statue and everything in Alabama. That's where he from.
Yeah,
but you know, I ain't never seen like nobody really praised you know, a boxer like that from their hometown.
No, not at all. I feel like,
but with that I do agree. I do agree.
Yeah, with that Spence fight, I feel like everybody should have been off of work. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like when somebody win the Super Bowl, that's how it should have felt.
Yeah,
you know.
You think it's gonna be like that for this one?
Oh, I hope so. Because if not, I'm missing work.
I'm thinking about having a watch party here, man. I'm thinking about having a watch party. You invited, of course, man.
Yeah,
so
for sure. I normally would do stuff like that too, but like a networking event type of deal for certain fights, because that's what I'm into now, bro. I don't even watch football like that anymore. Mm-hmm. I don't really watch basketball. Like I ain't even keeping up with this.
Oh yeah,
Indiana. You know,
not really me either. My team out. I'm mad a little bit. I do want Indiana to lose. I'm pissed, but they might end up winning this shit. So, but
look, so they're 2-1 right now.
2-1 right now. So. Yeah. There is one thing I want to say though about this Canelo and Crawford fight though. There's one bad thing I want to say. Mm. I do not like who is streaming it. Netflix is streaming it.
Why? What happened?
Did you see the last time Netflix streamed a fight? Last time Netflix streamed a fight was it?
Javante? I think it was,
No. Was it Crawford and what's that other dude he fought? Madrimov. I think it was that one. If I'm wrong, I'm correcting myself when I edit this.
Did it crash or something?
Yes, it kept buffering the whole damn time.
I heard that.
And it was just everywhere. I was looking it up on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Everybody was posting this. I was like, okay, I'm not the only one. That's the only thing I'm concerned about with this fight. And so if I have a watch party and Netflix is on that bullshit again, Netflix, don't be on that bullshit. Y'all need to fix that. This is one of the biggest fights in modern history right now. But y'all cannot fuck up this fight right now. Yeah. So all I'm saying is that's my only concern really going into this fight. But Netflix, stop fucking around.
They just started live streaming sports and stuff like that too. They gonna have to get it. They gonna have to get
y'all big ass bro. They knew people was gonna be tuned in, man. Don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up.
For real. But who you think got it? That's the.
And I'm not even saying this just because I'm from I'm from Nebraska. I'm not, bro. I got my money on Crawford.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. You gonna actually put money on Crawford?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put some money on Crawford.
I wanna put some money on this.
And I'm not. And listen, I'm a person that knows how to not be biased. Mm-hmm. I dead ass got my money on Crawford.
Yeah, I don't know.
Crawford got the reach. I think he got the skill. He got the speed.
But Canelo.
Everybody keeps saying Canelo is bigger than him.
I don't think Canelo bigger than him though.
I was about to say, have you seen these two actually stand next to each other? Crawford
look about the same size.
Crawford is, bigger, if not a little bit bigger than him.
Yeah.
If not a little bit bigger than him, but taller.
But the thing is, Canelo been in that weight class for a long time, though.
100%. You know, that's valid.
He's been taking punches from people in that division for a while now, so
that's valid.
Like and then the next thing, I don't think Crawford need to put on size for that fight, bro.
You don't think he do?
Nah, I don't think he need to put on no size for that fight, bro.
What do you think? What do you think Crawford? What do you think it takes Crawford to win this?
IQ, which he has. Mm-hmm. Reach advantage, which he has.
Yes.
And I say keeping the pressure on Canelo, because if you look at
don't show Canelo too much respect.
No.
Like going there.
But Canelo is he be slipping punches. He could counter.
Here's the one thing though, people kind of overrate about like Canelo gets hit a lot. He gets hit a lot.
Recently,
like his past 3 to 4 fights, he's been getting hit a lot. Yeah. And a lot of people saying he's been falling off.
He's slowing down.
It looks like he's kind of. Mm-hmm. And Canelo has came out and said, "Y'all ain't gonna see that in this fight." Like, you know, he's came out and warned everybody. Y'all telling me I've been.
He gotta promote the fight. He gotta promote it, you know. So, but yeah, but I feel like Crawford just called Richardson. I just watched this cigar talk with you know who Africa is? Richardson.
Richardson.
His name is Richardson Hitchens.
Richardson
he about to fight this Saturday. He about to fight.
Oh yeah.
He about to fight Cambosis. Yeah.
Cambosis?
Yeah, he about to fight.
Oh yeah. Cambosis. I know you're talking about.
And he said Crawford said he about to dog walk Canelo. So maybe he knows something we don't know. A lot of people do got Crawford winning. A lot of people do. But you can't count out Canelo though, bro. That's Canelo.
Nobody. I don't know. Nobody's counting Canelo out.
And that's why I feel like everybody about to be on the edge of their seat for this, bro.
I am going to be on the edge of my seat 100%.
I'm telling you,
this is the only fight where Crawford, like, I might get a little. I did get a little nervous in the Madrimov fight because I know Madrimov is a great fighter.
I didn't even know him, bro.
Madrimov is a beast. Madrimov is a beast. Pretty soon,
and he have that weird style too, bro.
He got a nice style. It's a confusing style. Yeah, he's always moving, keeping you confused. Yeah. You know, trying to counter you.
Feints.
But you know what's crazy? He only fought like that against Crawford. Everybody else, he didn't really fight like that because, you know, I mean, he knew Crawford. It's Crawford. Crawford came off that crazy win against Spence.
Yeah.
And, you know, he changed his style up a little bit, which was smart.
Yeah. You think
I didn't underrate Madrimov. I knew Madrimov was a beast. He's strong, he's quick for his size, and, you know, his countering is real. Like, he got crazy sneaky power. So
I didn't know nothing about Madrimov until he fought Crawford.
I've seen two of his fights before he fought Crawford. So
okay,
but
cool.
I do got my money on Crawford in this fight. I don't know exactly when. I don't see this fight going the distance
with them two. Nah, because they gonna stick.
I see a 9, maybe a 9 or 10 stoppage Crawford, in my opinion. Round 10.
Bro, the thing is, bro,
round 10 stoppage.
Have Canelo even been dropped?
Canelo has been he's been hurt multiple times.
But I don't think he ever been dropped before, bro.
Crawford ain't never been dropped either. He's been hurt before.
Crawford been dropped. Cambosis, not Cambosis.
You talking about the Mean Machine dude?
The black short dude he fought.
Oh, you talking about Gamboa?
Gamboa, yeah.
No, that's the dude that hurt him. Really hurt him. And Crawford says that in every one of his interviews. People ask him who hit you the hardest. He was like Gamboa. Bro, that was Gamboa's prime.
Yeah.
Gamboa was a beast.
Yeah, for sure.
No, but Crawford's been hurt. I mean, every boxer gets hurt.
Yeah, bro.
A lot of them try to deny that, but you know, Crawford's been hurt once or. You could say twice. You could argue twice. The Mean Machine dude hurt him a little bit. Gamboa did. I can name multiple fighters that hurt Canelo though. You know, there's like a good 4 to 5 that actually hurt him. Like really hurt him.
Yeah.
You know, but no, I don't think Canelo's ever been dropped. Crawford's never been dropped. So hey. We know what that looks like when, you know, Crawford goes against another fighter that's never been dropped. So what happened?
Yeah. But bro, I don't know.
I hope this is a ass whooping fiesta for Crawford. I know that's probably not gonna happen because this is Canelo. Yeah. I do have respect for Canelo. You know, respect for him in the ring. Not underestimating him, but I see a round 9, maybe 10 stoppage.
I feel like this gonna go to the decisions, bro.
I won't disagree with that.
It's gonna go. I think Crawford gonna keep the pressure on him, but also
Crawford got that speed, man, and that reach.
Yeah,
keep your distance, man. Yeah. When you see a counter, go for it. Don't fucking hesitate. Yeah. Don't show him too much respect. Get on his ass.
Yeah, but I wanna
when people show Canelo too much respect, it doesn't go well.
What I'm looking for in this fight is how Crawford. I want to see Crawford get hit flush, and how you respond to that. They're gonna tell everything about this fight.
Well, Crawford, man, he's come on. He's also said, man, he's been sparring against bigger fighters. He's been doing that all his whole career.
That's what every fighter say, but sparring is sparring, bro.
Sparring.
You know,
it ain't nothing like when them lights come on.
Yeah,
and that crowd is out there.
Yeah. That's when we gonna see sparring. You got headgear on. You know, you got bigger ounce gloves, 10-ounce gloves.
That's where the real work happens, though. And that's where the real work happens, though.
It does. You learn your skills, but when you won't get in touch the way them 8-ounce gloves feel with no headgear on, bro.
I agree. I agree with you, bro. I agree with you.
That's a different feeling. So I want to see how Crawford respond to a nice Canelo body shot or a flush shot in the head, and that tell me everything about this fight.
Yeah.
How you respond to that tells me everything about this fight. If he start backing off and showing him a bunch of, and start, running a little bit,
right,
then I'm going to be scared for Crawford. But if he respond to that and go straight back at him.
So you never said who you got winning. Did you say that?
No.
Yeah, I'm about to say, who you got?
I don't know. You know who
You're just excited to watch it.
Yeah. You know who I'm. You know who I'm.
Yeah,
of course. I always want to see I always want to see the nappy heads win. You know, come on now.
Hey, bro. But I feel you.
But like I said, unbiased opinion.
This is Canelo.
I do not know, bro. And I like that post too. Canelo put.
Yeah.
It's like everybody say he's great, but he ain't Canelo. I'm like, oh my god.
Like, okay. I'm glad Canelo talking his shit. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Like, man, I want these two, man, this gonna be a crazy. But yeah, I'm thinking about having a watch party for this, bro. You invited, of course.
For sure. I'm gonna pull up. So, but okay, since we on boxing, I might take it there. We don't have to spend too much time on it, but you got on this rematch with Javante Roach.
Oh man. Tank versus Roach.
Yeah.
Rematch real quick, Tank versus Roach. I see.
Did you watch the first one?
100%. Hell yeah.
So you a boxing fan then?
Bro, I'm a big boxing fan. I love boxing.
Okay.
I've been watching boxing, for the past 8 years maybe.
No, you got me.
I've done my research on all the history and stuff like that, but I do see Tank winning this one. I do. I think Roach.
It's a good man right there.
That's my unbiased opinion though. Do I want Roach to win? I want Roach to win. But
you want Roach to win?
I like Roach. I like Roach.
Gosh.
Tank be talking shit on Crawford, man, for no fucking reason. He just talks shit on everybody.
That's boxing.
But that's the thing. But that's the thing. That's the one thing I don't like about Tank. Tank makes it feel like, okay, just because we're boxers and we fight each other don't mean we can't be cool. I gotta automatically talk dirty shit on these other boxers, even though I got no real beef with them.
Bro, like,
and it's like
Tank.
And I'm not saying they gotta be buddy, but I'm saying what's with all this shade talk?
But the shade? What do you mean?
No, like shade talk.
It's because with Tank it is like, bro, friends and this, everything authentic.
That's cool.
With it, though.
I'm not saying y'all gotta be buddy. We gotta be hanging out at each other.
If he got beef with you, he got beef with you.
But that's the thing. Where is the beef come from?
He don't like you. If he like you, he like you. If you say something about Tank and
Crawford never started saying nothing bad about Tank.
Huh? He just said
he does now.
He said it.
He does now.
Yeah.
But my thing is,
so your favorite fighter is Crawford then?
100%.
Okay.
Out of all boxers, like today,
I get why you don't like Tank now.
No, hold on, real quick. I respect Tank 100% in the ring. Dude is a fucking beast. He's smart. Yeah. His countering is nice. The one thing Crawford has said about Tank is very true. Tank needs to start starting his fights off better. Because he's always losing until he's not.
Yeah.
And that's really what's going to be his downfall. Like, some fighters are going to eventually figure that out about him. And it's like, Tank, I get you trying to slow your fighter, your opponent down. You trying to weigh him down. You trying to, you know, hey, when it gets to like that 5th, 6th round, all right, that's when he go. But it's like, bro, that might not be the smartest, you know, option all the time. You know, it's going to work against some fighters, but that's not going to work all the time. And I think Roach, I think he thought that was going to be the thing with Roach. Roach kept going.
Yeah, and him and Roach.
But here's one thing. I do have Tank winning because Tank will come out harder. I think he'll come out harder. Yeah, he's gonna come out in these early rounds, and I think he's gonna be a little bit more aggressive than he started out.
That's what he gonna have to do to Roach though, because Roach and them, they've been fighting in the same camp.
They've been fighting for a long time.
You know what I'm saying?
They know each other.
They know each other. So Roach know, like, I'm fighting I'm a the counter puncher, you know, because Tank really is a counter fighter.
Yeah,
you know, he waiting for that one shot. Until he wear you down.
And
as soon as he feel like he wearing you down, then he gonna dog walk you.
Yeah,
you know. But Roach was like, I'm gonna keep it locked in and tell you, I'm gonna make you fight me. You know.
You see that Frank Martin fight?
Yeah.
Tank versus. Yeah. Frank Martin was whooping his ass in the beginning of that fight. That 1 through 4th round. Frank Martin was winning 100%.
Really. I could tell you who was winning until it wasn't though. I don't think Frank Martin gave Devontae way too much respect.
He gave out.
What was wrong? Huh?
I think Frank Martin just gave out. Yeah. Like towards the end, he just gave out.
Rolly was putting it on Tank. When he fought Tank, Rolly was giving him some problems.
Rolly was for the most part,
yeah. But who I really want to see Tank fight right now, to be honest, in that 135 division, which I mean, he just moved up, and which pissed me off. That whole fight last weekend pissed me off. But I wanna see Keyshawn
Davis.
Yeah, I want.
What you think about that Keyshawn situation? Him missing weight, then the fight behind the scenes and stuff like that.
I kind of like that happened. Keyshawn's starting to slowly. I'm starting to slowly become a fan, bro. At first, I was
damn. It's the opposite for a lot of people. Like people low key starting to.
But I like authenticity, bro. When I see authenticity, I gravitate to that. Like no matter who he is, no matter where he is, he gonna be himself. I love that, bro. I love that.
A lot of people think he's overrated too.
I don't think so, bro.
I don't think so either, though. I think Keyshawn is like that.
He a dog, yo. He a dog. I gotta give respect to do it.
Right.
He a dog, bro.
Right.
And I think he better than Shakur.
What?
I think he better than Shakur, bro. I'll put hands down. Although that fight ain't gonna never happen, I think he and Shakur.
Wow.
To be honest. And Devin Haney.
Wow. You think he better than Devin Haney? Ah, man, you tripping.
By far, bro.
Ah, man, that might be where we first start butting heads.
I know on this
episode, bro.
I know they got more experience than Keyshawn.
I don't think Keyshawn is better than Devin Haney at anything.
Keyshawn, to be honest, remind me of Crawford, bro. I'm just being honest.
Oh, wow.
I'm just calling it how I call it.
A young Crawford? A teenage Crawford we talking about?
Bro, that is not running. He's not. And
he's not.
However you want to take it, he gonna dish it. If you want to fight, all right, let's fight then. If you want to box, all right, let's box then. If you want to make this ugly, all right, let's make it ugly then. That's the type of fighter I see in Keyshawn, bro. Every fight I watch with Keyshawn so far, he rises to the occasion every time, bro. Every time, and he's showing that he got these different in his bag, bro. He got every type, any style of fighting you want to do in that ring, he got an answer for it, bro. And I'm like, oh, like
I agree.
I can't see
she's not better beating that. He's not better than Devin Haney.
And I can't see Devin Haney beating that.
He's not better than Devin Haney.
Of course, Devin Haney. Devin Haney right now is like bottom of the totem pole.
What the?
Yeah, and I know.
Two-time undisputed.
I know you
two-time undisputed is bottom. Come on,
that was picked. bro.
Come on.
He Vasily Lomachenko
was nice
for undisputed, dude. Like, come on, bro.
This man is undisputed. He's a 2-time undisputed fighter. He's a Hall of Fame. If he was to retire right now, he's a Hall of Famer.
Vasily Lomachenko that night, if Tank would have fought him, he would have beat him. If Shakur would have fight Vasily Lomachenko that night, he would have beat him. I ain't like, come on, bro. The dude did what he did in boxing. I got it, you know? Like, I understand. All respects to Bill Haney and Devin Haney, but Bill Haney the most for picking and formulating that roadmap to him becoming undisputed. Which who is the real MVP is Bill Haney for mapping out that roadmap for him to get, you know. I'm telling you, bro. Anybody would have fight Vasily Lomachenko that night when Devin Haney fought him. It was raps. It was raps. Anybody could have had undisputed. Whoever was fighting for that undisputed, whether it was Tank, Shakur, even Ryan. Come on, bro. You see what Ryan dude. But we don't have to get into all of that because
whoa. Devin Haney was beating Ryan rounds 2 through 6. Why? You know, he was winning the whole fight. He was following his right game plan. People don't talk about that.
That whole fight, Ryan was in control of that whole fight, bro. I don't know what type of fight you was watching, but what I was watching, Ryan was doing his goddamn thing in there, bro.
He was.
Come on, bro.
He was overweight and he was on, you know, oxygen.
And he was drinking, and he was smoking, and he wasn't disciplined, and he still went out there and do his thing.
He was overweight and he was on steroids.
Keyshawn,
he was overweight on steroids.
Fighter, dude, 14 pounds over his weight.
He wasn't on steroids.
Bro. It wasn't no steroids.
Devin Haney fought a cheater.
Percent.
People, why do people act like that? That's not valid though. That's valid.
Like, it's not.
You fight a dude. At the end of the fight, you lose. You find out he was on steroids. You would be pissed.
0.05%. I would have said.
I don't give a damn if it was 0.1%.
The only thing I would have respect. I would have give Devin more respect if he didn't sue him though. Like, if it was that is a valid reason to sue somebody. If you want to sue somebody, that's valid. Not that Drake shit. that Drake shit. You suing because you lost a beef that damn near you kind of started. That's bullshit. Devin Haney suing somebody where I'm gonna let you have it, bro, because this gonna be another 30.
I fought you where it was illegal. I fought you when it was illegal for you to be on that. That's valid.
Name me a next fighter who sued somebody for being on 0.5% of steroids. Name me another fighter that
you ain't seen really too much in recent times where somebody was, cheated like that. So that's why it's a big deal. Ryan's a cheater.
It's a lot of fighters.
So why isn't Ryan getting called out on that? That's my thing though.
Got it back in
Ryan Garcia is a cheater.
Yeah, everybody would have called him out if Devin Haney would have take that under the chin and say, you know what, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get.
They still
would
be talking shit. Blood. They still would be talking shit on him.
Nah, they wouldn't have. Niggas don't fuck with Devin anymore because all that suing shit come on, bro.
Where's that energy for Drake? Where's that energy for Drake,
bro?
You didn't have that energy for Drake.
I told you. Go watch the last episode.
You don't got that energy with Drake.
What I done told you.
Look how you talking.
I done told you why, but we don't have to go. That's gonna be a next 30-minute conversation. You got
different energy with Devin Haney versus Drake when they both are completely opposite reasons why. Drake is not valid for what the fuck he's suing for.
Because Drake and
Devin Haney is valid. This man fought someone on illegal supplements that you're not supposed to be using in a sport.
Bro, how many people fought?
And he still didn't get knocked out.
How many people fought?
That's the real winner of the fight, in my opinion. And he still won rounds 2 through 5.
How many?
What fight did people watch?
How many people fought and they find out some illegal substance in their body?
Not recent time.
What are you talking about?
The biggest cheater really of all time that really got away with it.
Got caught with some stuff in his system. What's your boy name? From England, who just fought? He got caught with stuff in his system. A lot of people got caught with stuff in their system, and no other fighter ever sued because they find something in it. They was like,
just because somebody sued don't mean that it's not valid or right to sue.
That was weak, bro. That was weak. And I would have respected more if he would just
you don't got that energy for Drake. That's crazy.
To be honest, the reason why I don't really like Devin too is because, like I said, he inauthentic, bro. You could smell it on him. His dad always talking for him. Like, first of all, you was a grown-ass man, bro. Open your mouth when you on stage, yo. Or if you ain't like that, don't open your mouth to be talking back and forth with somebody.
He really don't talk shit unless somebody starts it. He's usually kind of quiet for the most part. His dad does a lot of talking. But that's just his dad support his son.
Until he started putting Tank dick in his mouth. And then what?
Oh, man.
And then what? Still be calling out the wrongest of people too. Like, bro, you don't want no smoke with Tank, bro. And Tank is my favorite fighter. So he's the one who really got me into boxing.
I see Devin Haney beating Tank. I really do.
How?
He's a smart fighter. Defensively, Tank ain't gonna be able to do nothing with.
Bro,
you can't wear and you can't. You can't wear. Hold on, time out. Let me tell you why. You can't wear Devin Haney out. That method that Tank uses, I'm gonna let my fighter get off in the beginning of the fight, and at the end of the fight, that's when I'm gonna go off. That ain't gonna work with Devin Haney. Devin Haney has 12 rounds of arsenal.
Watch this.
In his bag.
Let's put money on it.
We could put money on it.
150.
150?
Yeah.
We could do 150 if they ever fight. If they ever fight.
But
I don't see that fight happening no time soon. But
Devin can't punch through a wet paper bag. You think this nigga gonna beat Tank?
It's not about knocking. It's not about knocking him out. It's all about points.
Tank could start walking him.
It's all about points.
Walk him down from that bell ring.
It's all about points.
From the first round to the 12th, bro.
It's all about points.
It don't matter about points.
It ain't about power.
You ain't gonna keep Tank off you if you can't punch, bro. This dude don't have no punching power.
His defense is gonna piss Tank off.
His Shakur defense could piss Tank off. Shakur could slip, and Devin Haney ain't really doing that.
Devin Haney defense is fire.
Running, that dude's sprinting. Why you think now what's your boy name? Showbiz have the no running rules.
Showbiz is a fucking hater. Showbiz is one of the biggest haters of ever.
I love that dude. That dude be making so much people some money on that.
I fucking hate his face. I fucking hate his face.
Why though?
That dude's fucking annoying. He's funny at sometimes. He a Crawford hater for one. And yeah, he's a Devin and Shakur hater.
Since when he hate on Crawford?
You never seen that Twitter beef?
Who?
Twitter, Crawford and Showbiz. They Twitter beef.
I ain't never seen it.
Yo, look up. Oh man,
niggas really be mad at Showbiz because Showbiz really knowledgeable about his.
He is knowledgeable.
He don't.
Showbiz is knowledgeable.
Talk his shit. The nigga just love boxing.
He do
anything for the sport of boxing. He with. He ain't biased towards no fighter. He don't love no fighter more than the next, bro. He just talk his shit and he back his shit up with proof, with actual hard evidence, with numbers, bro. And he really be breaking that shit down. When I watch
Showbiz Adult is a smart, knowledgeable dude.
But you saying he hating.
And that new rule he trying to come up with, no running rule, that's stupid.
Yeah, because you a Devin fan.
It makes no sense.
Because you
basically what he's saying is he want fighters to go in here and start swinging like some fucking ghetto ass girls on the street, just knocking each other's head off with no type of fucking knowledge.
You can tell you don't watch.
So he's pretty much trying to take boxing away.
You can tell you don't watch his show because he explained everything.
Bro, a lot of boxers got on him about that. A lot of boxers had, bro, this is stupid. You trying to take away defense in this sport. How you gonna tell these dudes how to fight? You ain't never been in a damn boxing ring.
Defense is slipping. Defense is countering. Defense is you could stay in front of a fighter and slip and counter.
Defense is defense. You can't tell a dude. There's multiple defensive styles,
bro.
Not everybody has the same defense as Floyd Mayweather. That's not the same type. That's not the only style of defense.
Listen, so you trying to tell me a lot of people going to continuously pay their money to watch what happened in Times Square with Devin Haney, with Ryan and Rolly? Bro?
You know what's crazy? It's funny you brought that up. You know, Rolly and Ryan Garcia both less throwing punches than Devin Haney. Why nobody talk shit about
Devin
that?
Haney and Devin.
Oh, you don't want to know why? I'm gonna tell you why. Because there was one fucking knockdown. That's why. Where's the hate? Where's the hate on that fight? Where is it?
Bro, people would have talked crap on that fight if that fight had gone all 12 rounds. I mean, it did go all 12 rounds, but it was more action.
People need to just admit, all y'all want to see is knockouts. That's all people want to see. I'm a real old school fan of boxing. Old school fans of boxing appreciates every single style.
Nah, bro, you could appreciate
these new fans today, bro. All they want to see is a fucking all they want to see is knockouts. Bro,
listen,
that's not the only thing that brings the boxing.
If you're trying to elevate the sport, niggas want to see.
Go watch heavyweight fights then. Just go watch heavyweight fights. If you want to see knockouts and motherfuckers getting tired and shit, and alright, they getting gas and then they start swinging crazy and doing dumb.
So you gonna tell me you gonna watch?
Just go watch heavyweights.
So you gonna tell me you gonna watch fights back to back?
I love the Devin Haney versus Ramirez fight. I love that fight. Very good fight.
It was boring as hell. What are you talking about, bro?
You think it was boring?
Run around the ring. So that Canelo skull fight right after that, right? Or the Saturday right after that. You trying to tell me that was a good fight too? Why everybody was booing in the bro? The whole
casual new fucking fans. Bro, that's why
casual new fans going to
these new fans today
paying their money to go and
bro. They got money to waste. They got money to waste,
bro.
They got money to waste.
Bro. Nobody wants to see that, dog.
They got money to waste.
I'm with that. And if I should have signed that petition.
I do.
With that no running rule too, because that's
dumb. That's never going to get passed. That's never going to get passed through. Do you know how many boxers went against that rule?
Turkey then had this.
Do you know how many boxers retweeted that, said this is the dumbest shit ever?
This already.
You had a couple boxers who agreed with it. You know,
Roy Jones Jr. went up.
Well, he's not boxing no more, but you had current boxers.
That is an old school fighter. That's what I'm saying. Bring the old school fighting back. Give me a Keith.
And why the hell you think most of the old school fighters? Why you think most of them can't even say a full sentence straight without fucking interrupting themselves and stuff like that?
They was going 15 rounds and shit, bro. They was going 15 rounds. They was
getting hit too many damn times because defense wasn't that important as it is now. That's why.
Let's go to the top 5 boxers now. Since we're talking old school boxing, let's try.
All right, cool. Let's get this over. We ain't gonna agree with that. So I think Devin Haney is a great fighter. I think, man, he has a bright future ahead of him. I think he's one of the best boxers today, whether people like it or dislike it. He fought a motherfucker on substance you're not supposed to be on. And he still won rounds 2 through 5 and still didn't get knocked out. That's the real winner. I don't care what nobody say. You know,
just give me my 150 when this fight happened. Yeah.
Hey, bro, it's on camera. Hey, it's on camera. So,
just give me this 150, bro.
I'll pay up if I lose. I'll pay my dues.
Same here.
All right, we're gonna jump shift a little bit. All right, top 5 boxers all time. Give me your top, or Mount Rushmore, whatever. Who your Mount Rushmore?
So that's 4.
4.
I say Ali because he transcended the sport.
Mm-hmm.
I say Mike Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
I say
Mike Tyson, Ali,
because he transcended the sport.
Mm-hmm.
I say Floyd because he transcended the sport. Even though I don't like
that pick.
I don't like what he did.
A lot of people don't like Floyd, but I love Floyd.
I don't like what he did to the sport, but you gotta give.
What did he do to the sport?
Everybody now they scared to fight because they.
So you think Floyd was scared to fight?
They want every boxer want to keep their O, bro, and it ain't about the O anymore. It's about showing great fights, and that's why.
That's not Floyd's fault.
Huh?
That's not Floyd's fault.
It is Floyd's fault because he would say, "Hey, bro, worry about the money. Don't worry about the belts."
What about Rocky Marciano? Rocky Marciano was undefeated. He was 49-0.
But I'm telling you, like, the blueprint of Floyd is what most boxers are going to now. I ain't talking about. I'm talking about. I ain't talking about him keeping his O, but that's what most fighters think it has to be in order to have like a Floyd run. You know, in order to make the Floyd Money Mayweather type of money. You know, like, bro, Turkey all the sheep throwing this money. Throwing this money at fighters now. Stop worrying about being undefeated. Why you think Devin Haney had to sue to get his L taken back? Because he was like,
he didn't lose. He got cheated.
You got it, bro.
He got cheated against.
And then my fourth. we got that all day.
As long as we on boxing, we gonna keep going back to that. But Ali, Tyson,
Floyd. I want to be biased with this pick, but I can't be biased. I have to give it to Crawford. Yeah. Especially if he beat Canelo. If he beat Canelo, I'm gonna have to give it to him. But that's my fourth. I could put Sugar Ray.
There's a lot of people.
It's a lot, bro. That's a hard pick, but that's
Joe Louis, man. Joe Louis was nice. Yeah, I like that. I actually like that 5. I might agree with you on that 5. I got Ali in mines. Floyd 100%. I think Floyd is. It's hard out of Ali and Floyd who the greatest is.
Oh, you gotta give it to Floyd, dude.
I think Floyd is probably the greatest boxer.
Ali lose about 4 times, didn't he?
Well, yeah, and towards the end of his career, because back then they wasn't getting paid a lot. I think he would have stopped if they was getting paid today's money. He would have been stopped. Probably would have had an O as well. But
for real.
Yeah, Ali, man. Just you talk about a heavyweight fighter that can go 15 fucking rounds and not get tired, dancing around a ring like it ain't nothing. You ain't never seen a heavyweight do that, you know.
And promoting back in those days,
probably the best promoter of all time. Being a black man, getting crazy threats all the time for being great, threatening his family, getting bomb threats while still being great. Saying I don't give a fuck about y'all opinions. Y'all could threaten me, etc., etc. While just still performing the way he did, man. Yeah, that's crazy. Ali, Tyson, Floyd, Crawford. Ooh, I might have to wait till Crawford retires. But as of now, I got Crawford in there.
I always got to put somebody who's still fighting, bro. And that's the same thing with the NFL and NBA. I have to put somebody in there.
Okay,
gotta give them that.
Now,
bro.
I want to jump shift a little bit.
Okay,
you play football, correct? You're from the Bahamas. Give me your Mount Rushmore NFL players all time.
So we're talking defense and offense, right?
Yeah, offense. We can start with offense. Who's the greatest running back of all time?
I forgot who I went with last time. For me, it'd have to be running back.
Yeah. Barry Sanders, Walter Payton, Jim Brown.
The first name that come to me was Barry Sanders.
Barry Sanders?
That's because of his, bro. He was a bowling ball, bro.
Yeah.
And he was fast.
While having a shitty offensive line.
Yeah.
Being that great with a shitty offensive line.
Yeah, bro. That's the only highlights, like, to be honest, with running backs, that's the only highlights I could remember. The first time, that was the first thing. Receivers. Oh, that's hard.
Jerry Rice.
You got
Calvin
Megatron.
Johnson.
You got so much.
Randy Moss.
AJ Green.
Randy Moss.
But bro, I'm gonna go with Moss again.
I like that pick. I like that.
That's an all time.
Man was fast.
I'm
tall.
mossing you. He transcended the game, and you still be hearing, oh, he got mossed. Like, come on, bro. That's a stamp. He stamped that.
Man, he didn't get a ring though. But
yeah. And then I'm gonna go with Michael. TB12, baby. Tom Brady.
Okay. I like that.
And then that's my favorite.
I don't like Tom Brady, but I have all the utmost respect for Tom Brady. He is the greatest quarterback of all time.
Why you don't like him?
Man, I mean,
what's not to like about him? His story, his mindset.
Yeah, like I said, I have respect for him. I don't know.
The behind,
because I don't know. I was never a New England fan. Just never liked New England.
Oh, well, that's my teams.
But I can look. There's a lot of players I just don't like, but I have respect. Like, yo, when I see this person, and I know, hey, yo, that motherfucker, he's the real deal. Tom Brady is the real deal. I just didn't like him because he didn't play for my team. All right, he just didn't play for my team.
So tell me something. I always have this debate with people. If you see Aaron Rodgers, forget all his stats and everything, right? And you got Tom Brady, forget all his stats and everything. Who was the more talented one? Was it Aaron Rodgers or was it Tom Brady? Forget all their accolades, all their how many rings, how many everything.
More talented, like in their prime?
Yeah. If you was to just see them play the game of football.
I'll probably still have to go Brady.
Brady?
A lot of people have Aaron Rodgers, like, talented-wise over him, which I don't agree. I mean, I don't disagree. Like, I can see why people would say that. He does have 2 MVPs. Or 3. He got 3, I think. 3, yeah. I think he got 3. Been to the Super Bowl. Definitely Hall of Famers. Solidified Hall of Famer. Yeah. He's 41 right now, playing with the Steelers. trying to give it another run. I think he just won another ring bad. Like, he won a ring.
He want to retire on that.
Yeah.
Which I get.
I understand. Not everybody could be,
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, winning he got 8 rings. Jesus Christ! But
that's hard to beat, yo.
As an NFL player, you just don't hear that.
The only quarterback I think got a fighting chance to do that is Mahomes right now.
That's another person I don't like, but I do respect.
I don't like him either.
I don't like Mahomes, but I don't like the Chiefs. Period. But I do have respect. Like, yo, Mahomes,
at least we agree on one thing.
Mahomes is like that. I do think he's like that, but I don't fucking like him as a person. I just don't.
I don't like his lady like that.
His girl?
Yeah.
What about her?
She too out there, bro. She loud mouth. She I don't like that, but I ain't want to speak on.
She sound like the stereotypical black girl that people like to put on them, but I don't know too much about this girl. I don't really know, I do know about Taylor Swift and Kelsey, but I don't know too much about Mahomes' girl.
Yeah. Yeah, might watch more now.
But okay, jump and shift again. You last episode, you said rap is a big thing for you. You from the Bahamas and stuff like that. Give me your. I am curious on this. Who's your top? Give me your top rappers. Like you think who's your top?
I'm thinking transcending the industry. Mm-hmm. I'd have to go with Jay-Z. For sure.
I love that pick.
For sure, Jay-Z. Just what he did. I to be honest, personally, I feel like I wouldn't like Jay-Z as a person.
Why as a person?
But I think for what he did with the industry, and how he tried to speak life into our culture from a black perspective.
Right.
And his story going from a dope boy to,
successful businessman.
Yeah, how he moved
two successful record labels.
From Rockefeller to,
Rock Nation.
Just what he did, just by being a black man and seeing his blueprint is like, it's crazy. It's admirable, But my downfall with Jay-Z is I feel like he uses the culture a lot rather than
uses the culture. What do you mean by that?
I feel like he okay, remember when he was trying to come up with his own streaming platform? What was it again? I forget what it's. You can look it up. His own. When he was getting a lot of people signed to this distribution. Not the label, but the streaming platform. I forget what it's called. And he sold it.
Tidal.
That's what it was. Tidal.
Yeah.
He had people like he was saying, okay, this is for the culture. This is for most of the people in the industry to own their own, and he was trying to put he was trying to sign. Even J. Cole was signed under it. Like he was signing a lot of people.
What happened?
And it wasn't work. I guess it didn't work out. I think Jay-Z is more of a business minded person than a creative. He could acquire a company and build that company based off the systems that he learned in business. Yeah. But when I'm saying like being a creative and bringing something from the ground up, birthing something from the ground up, I don't think that's Jay-Z lane. And what he did with Tidal, he tried to build it from the ground up, and it wasn't working. He had everybody signed under it, and then he went and sold it to a white man.
He probably saw no
value in it, And it's like if that's something you willing to die about to help your people, you want to make hella sacrifices for that.
A lot of people are signed under his labels, though. A lot of people.
I know that, but label
I see what you mean, though.
The label that Dame Dash started, because that was Dame Dash, baby. That's how I feel. It was Dame Dash, baby, and all alongside Jay-Z, but most of the visionary behind that was Dame Dash. I gotta give it to him, even though I don't like how he be talking down about Jay-Z. Obviously, he has some personal vendettas about Jay-Z because how Jay-Z kind of, you could say kind of fucked him over with the Rockefeller,
Yeah.
So that's what I don't like about Jay-Z. I feel like,
but as a rapper,
he is all time.
Okay. Who you got?
444. My bad. I just went down.
No, bro. No, I'm glad you went through that. That was
yeah.
It's good to know why some people don't like certain individuals.
I gotta give it to and I'm talking about in my era. I can't go all the way back. Right. When I'm thinking about music, I'm thinking about what they did for me. I ain't thinking about. I can't go back in the day and say, "Oh, this rapper was cold back in the day," because I gotta feel it. It gotta do something to me when I
still listen to old. You can still listen to old,
of course. But that's what it was happening back in that day. Back in
I listen to old school rappers. That I wasn't around in these times, but man, they music still
speak to you.
Yeah, but it's your opinion. Go ahead. Who you got?
J. Cole. And this in no order, by the way. Jay-Z ain't first in who's my GOAT.
Drake is your GOAT?
And rapping, hell yeah.
Oh man,
I have to.
I want to jump ship on this topic already. I'm done. This man got Drake as his
GOAT. Why you gotta do that? Bro?
Drake got.
You know what this did for me?
Drake is nice. Don't get me wrong,
you, bro.
Drake
he can rap his ass off. A lot of people be capping on Drake.
Nobody said Drake is not a great rapper, though. Nobody says Drake is not a good artist.
A lot of people say that. And then I got something for these people who talking about, oh, we don't want to hear Drake. We don't want to hear Drake complain about girls anymore. He's 40, bro. Let me tell y'all something, bro. Let me go on a rant right quick.
Go ahead.
Bro, if a nigga find a blueprint that's working for him, why are you hating on the man for finding his blueprint and it's still making him billions and billions of dollars more than half of y'all niggas who rapping now? That's what I don't understand, bro. That kind of and let me show you why I know it's hate. Let me show you how I know it's hate. Bro,
can't wait to hear this.
When you evolve off of somebody or something, bro, when you stop watching SpongeBob, was you complaining about why they still got SpongeBob on the TV, bro? Why they still got to... When you evolve off your mom's titty because you grown and evolve off of it, was you like, bro, why my mom still have titties, bro? Come on, bro, that's hate. Y'all some grown ass man hating on another grown ass man music. Why?
I don't think it's hate. People could just not like Drake. Why can't people just not like Drake?
Batty boy. That's what you gotta call him. Are you gonna be hating on him, nigga, because he find his blueprint? Because half of these rappers, if they had that blueprint, if they had what worked for them and it's still working to this day, they wasn't jump ship.
Is it working though for Drake?
What do you mean?
What about his last?
Making billions and billions of dollars, millions and millions of dollars off his music, bro. Still to this day.
Real quick, to rebuttal on that, to kind of go against that. His last two projects, right?
What are you trying to say about his last two projects?
His last two projects wasn't really
some rated. Sexy songs for you.
Hold on, real quick. They wasn't rated that high. They wasn't rated that.
Bro, hold on.
What was his last two projects? Let me
sexy songs for you.
Let me
and for context. All the dogs.
Let me add some context. That wasn't. Nobody really fuck with that.
For all the dogs.
Nobody really fuck with that.
The joint album with him and 21.
Hold on. I could be wrong.
You tripping, bro? Half of these rappers right now can't even drop something and they get over 100K.
Like who?
In 1 week.
Like who? I want to know like who.
A lot. What do you mean?
The person he just lost to, man, just dropped.
Dirt drop an album.
Still,
first week sales was like 70K, bro. What do you mean?
Hold on.
Drake is that guy, bro. I'm sorry. Nah. And I know niggas gonna be like, take the bro.
But look, hold on. Here's what I gotta say. When a rapper continuously raps about the same thing over and over, you can't admit it kind of could get played out a little bit.
For you, who rap about the same thing over and over and over, and it still be hitting like it's.
To you, it's hitting. A lot of other people it's not hitting.
Yeah, but stop talking about it. If it ain't hitting no more and it's irrelevant, stop talking about it. Move on.
So why would it cause of Drake? Why
niggas still talking about how why Drake's still making the same music? Why you care about what
maybe they fans of Drake and they want to hear something different. Like Drake, we get it already. You're Playboy. That's how is that hate? But listen, I can admit that Drake makes good music. He's a great artist. I don't want to hear the same type of shit. Your same style over and over. That gets played out.
Bro, let me tell you
something. That gets played out. You gotta admit that. You gotta admit that, bro. Come on.
It ain't played out to me to this day. What do you mean? It ain't played out to me to this day. I'm a certified lover boy.
So you saying it's automatic hate that if a fan, a person says Drake, we want to hear something. We want to hear a different style. You can rap what you want, but bro, it's the same. It's the same style.
Let me tell you what happened when you switch up your style, right? What happened to when that dude drop a whole EDM album?
Yeah, for all the dogs, nobody really fuck with that. That Her Loss album was nice. A lot of people fuck with that one. What's that other one, man? What is that other one that I'm thinking of?
The EDM one?
It got like the white. It's got like the purple white letters and shit on it. Nobody really talk about this. Nobody really talk about that.
Great album, bro.
Nobody talks about that though.
Great album.
Nobody talks about that album.
And most of Drake,
he won nothing.
Albums
won nothing off that.
Of course, look what he.
None of them songs really made it on the Billboard. You know, the hot Billboard 100.
Look what he going. What do you mean?
What do you mean? It's Drake, right?
Nokia.
It's Drake, right?
Nokia.
It's Drake, right?
Nokia. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, for all the dogs, nobody really talks about that no more.
Let's go back on that point. Don't skip that point. You say it didn't make it on the Billboard.
A lot of these songs, Drake usually makes, at least when he drops a project on his fire, at least 4 to 5 songs be on that list.
Bro, of course. Look at the circumstances right now, dude.
He needs to change. He needs to change it up just a little bit.
Don't change no.
Look. He can make his music how he wants. Hey, at the end of the day, you the artist. Make your shit. But I'm saying, if you want people to fuck with it,
millions of dollars.
People low key, people losing respect for him. People lost a lot of respect for him.
Because of what he went through.
Yeah, him suing this shit. That pussy shit.
I mean,
what you call them 80 for, bro?
It's pussy you, bro.
See what I'm...
No. Because he ain't, like I tell you, he ain't...
It's valid for Drake to sue, but it's not valid for Devin Haney to sue against some cheating shit. Okay.
Bro, he sued... UMG didn't sue Kendrick.
This man sued streamers. Let me
get back to my 5.
Hey, now you want to get to your 5.
Let me get back to my 5.
Okay, man. Jay-Z, Drake.
J. Cole. Kendrick Lamar.
J.
Cole, Kendrick Lamar. And I got to put one of my young guns in there right now.
Okay, so that's today's rappers. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a biased pick for me. Would be Roddy Ricch.
Wow.
I gotta go with Roddy Ricch.
Wow.
Although a lot of people think he fall off too, but it's music to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really talk about Roddy Ricch too much like that anymore. But
yeah, I could put Lil Wayne and I could put all of them, but
here's one thing I kind of want to touch base on real quick before I get to the next topic. Eminem. Right, when you ask a lot of people on their top favorite rappers of all time, a lot of them have Eminem in their top 5.
Now, like that, bro.
You think Eminem is a top 5 rapper of all time? Top 10, 5, whatever rapper of all time?
By far, bro.
I highly agree. Highly.
By far,
I think Eminem is one of the most overrated rappers of all time. I think he is the most overrated rapper of all time. I think Eminem is overrated. Those 2 Diamond albums he got, I listened to those albums 2 months ago to be exact. When I say I wasn't feeling shit, I wasn't really understanding too much of what the hell he was saying. And listen, and I'm a lyrical person. I'm about, I can give a fuck about the beat and all the other, like today's generation, the beat matters more than the fucking lyrics. Lyrics matter more than the beat or whatever. When I say them 2 diamond albums he got are overrated, I think Eminem is the most overrated. I just had to put that in. I just had to ask you about that, and because Eminem is just so fucking overrated. He's over. Nobody can convince me that this man. You cannot convince me Eminem is better than Ice Cube. He's not better than Snoop Dogg. He's not better, in my opinion. He's nowhere near better than Nas. He's not better than Jay-Z. He's not better than Pac. He's not better than Biggie. I wouldn't even play him over 50. Like music wise, 50 Cent. I would not play him over 50 Cent.
Lyrically.
I'm not putting him over none of them rappers.
You're talking about wordplay, bro.
He's not better than Kendrick. I wouldn't even put him over Cole like today, and they not even retired yet.
The wordplay?
Yes, he's not better than none of them.
So you didn't like his new album that he just came out with?
Trash. It was fucking trash. I'm sorry.
I guess because
and a lot of people say, and listen, hold on. Here's the one thing I hate. Here's the one thing I hate the most. I am the most unbiased person. If I like a person, it's not going to be on bias. But listen, here's the same excuse everyone wants to go to when they say Eminem is overrated. They want to call you. They want to say, "Oh, it's because he's white." I don't give a fuck. It don't matter to me. It don't matter. I don't give a fuck if the man was. I don't give a fuck Woody if he was blue, yellow, green, or orange. The man is over fucking rated. I'd have no idea why.
Name me one white rapper you like though.
I love Logic. Logic is nice.
Okay.
I love G-Eazy. I think G-Eazy is he ain't drop shit really.
G-Eazy.
I think old like that early, that 2013, 14 G-Eazy. I think he was nice. Logic. I think Logic is nice. You know, that's like probably my favorite white rapper today. Wise.
Let's play the. Who's it?
Mac Miller. R.P. to Mac Miller. I like Mac Miller. Yeah. Mac Miller was nice.
Oh my God, you put me back in the high school days.
Yeah, but
damn.
R.P. to Mac Miller. I think Mac Miller was nice. But I'm just like, yo, when it comes to this Eminem shit, I think people glaze the fuck out of him. And I'm not saying Eminem is a horrible rapper. I'm just saying he's overrated.
I just think
putting him in a top 5 is hella disrespectful. Putting him in a top 10 is hella disrespectful.
I don't think
top 15.
Bro.
I don't even think he's maybe top 15.
Okay, if we break it down, let's go down the list. My top 5 though.
Let's go down the list. Hold on.
If we break it down in terms of wordplay, you have to, and I ain't talking about just speaking anything. Like they could speak anything. I ain't talking about speaking knowledge or this or that. But in terms of just straight wordplay, you have to put Eminem and Weezy on top of that.
I think Lil Wayne is nice.
Wordplay on top.
Lil Wayne, yes,
with
I agree.
Wordplay and mixing and mashing and. Yeah, but ain't nobody like Em and Lil Wayne when it comes to that wordplay, bro. Although they don't be speaking, they barely be speaking much, you know.
Let's go. Real quick. Is Eminem better than Jay-Z?
Nah, but wordplay.
Is Eminem better than Biggie? Well, you say you don't really listen to too much.
Biggie and Tupac. Impact wise, no, but wordplay, he
fuck
right
no.
up there with them.
Hell no.
Right
that is
there with them.
Woo, get on him about that one, y'all.
Wordplay.
Nas, he's nowhere near better than Nas. Bro. He's nowhere near on Nas's level.
Nas got that.
He is not better. He's not better than Rakim. He's not better than Rakim.
I don't even know nothing about Rakim, bro.
Okay, he's not better than Andre 3000. No way. Wordplay, music. No, he's not better than him.
Andre 3000 was like on some weird.
One of the best lyricists of all time.
Of course, but he's
not better than Ice Cube.
So much different genres, you can't even really.
He's not better than Ice Cube. Nowhere. So
what defines best top rappers?
I don't know. I really don't know what goes into. All I know is when it comes to Eminem's music wise, man, I just can't really fucking listen, vibe with it. It's like, man, I just can't. I can't. It's just
you just don't like that. You don't like that. I guess it comes off corny to you. But
I think he's just overrated.
I like music, bro. I think I could rock out with some Eminem.
I'm a pretty open-minded person, right? When it comes to music, I like all types of music. It ain't about the genre or nothing like that. It's just that yo,
na 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 na.
That shit.
Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na.
What about that is good?
Na, 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 na.
What about that is good?
This look like a job for me. Now everybody just rock with me because I need a little controversy because I like that, bro. It's a different style of music, bro.
It's like a fucking. It sounds like a fucking. To you. It sounds like a fucking clown just putting some shit together and just putting it on a song.
It's corny to you, but it's a hit. I like music.
I guess it's a hit. I like music. Not hating on it.
Genres, dude. It's different genres, but you can't deny greatness, bro.
Like I said, I'm not hating on the man though. The man got 2 diamond albums. The diamond albums are, in my opinion, overrated. I don't know how the hell they got to diamond albums. Being diamond albums, I don't know. I'm not pulling the race car shit in there. I'm not doing all that. I'm not gonna do that.
So who's your top 5 rappers to you?
Personally, or who I just think, or this is who I think.
Personally,
Personally,
like who you rock out with, like who you listening to right now when you go in the gym and you vibing in the gym.
Oh, gym. Yeah. Gym, I kind of listen to some hype shit, but lyrically, who I can listen to all the time, I listen Jay-Z, 100%. Nas. Ice Cube. People don't know that Ice Cube, when he first left NWA, that motherfucker was so rated R. The shit he was saying in his songs would not be able to be on no type of platform today.
Yeah.
He was saying the most. He was saying the most. People would call it racist. He was saying the most racist shit ever. Like, you would never think a rapper could say. He would not be able to put that in a song today. They would probably take it down and be like, "No, we're not putting this out." I like Ice Cube, man, because he spoke what the fuck he felt at that time. He spoke up for black people. He spoke up for. He had no filter. He didn't give a fuck. He didn't let nobody tell him what to put in his songs, how to say it, he didn't let nobody do that to him. That's why I love Ice Cube so much. And, you know, people don't know nothing about that old school Ice Cube, man. Y'all listen to his old shit. And that man did not give two fucks who you were. Especially if you were white. He, man, would say anything on his mind. But yeah, Jay-Z, Ice Cube, Nas. I've been, ooh, man, it's a lot. I have respect for Lil Wayne, old school Lil Wayne. That new project he just dropped was kind of eh.
I ain't even listened to it, to be honest.
When you listen, you might like it, but eh. To add in a couple people today, Kendrick, of course. I like J. Cole. I got respect for J. Cole. I do listen to a little bit of Drake as well. Not gonna lie about that. I like old school Game. The Game. Old school 50 Cent.
You gotta put 50 in there just because of what happened to him in the industry.
Yeah.
And he's still I
fucks with, you know, those just add some old school and some new school in there. Nas, Jay-Z, the most. And now recently Cube, I've been listening to a lot of Cube and listening to this shit and laughing like, yo, this motherfucker did not care about what he put in his songs.
I gotta listen to some Cube then.
Man, listen to some old school Cube. Right, those, cause NWA, they got 2 albums, man, where they ones that really, I think they got 2 unreleased albums. And my homie Glenn, if you've seen any of the old episodes, my bro Glenn, he's the old host. He kind of put me on to the old school, you know, Cube and stuff like that. He told me about them, and I've been listening to it, you know, ever since then, man. I've been hooked, man. Just the lyrics is crazy, but
that's why you so right now, huh?
Man, I'm always like that, man. Hey, I'm pro-black as fuck. I'm pro-black as fuck, bro.
You on your Dr. Umar vibes?
Yeah, Dr. Umar. Hey, man. I agree with a lot with some stuff. Not really, but hey. But yeah, those are my go-tos that I've been listening to recently that I still listen to today. So
solid, Nas, solid. Who you think win out of that Nas and Jay-Z battle?
That
beef that was happening.
Who I think won?
Yeah.
It might be Nas.
Yeah, okay.
It might be Nas.
I was just gonna say what?
Nah, it wasn't. I think Nas.
Ether.
Yeah. Oh man, I can go all day. We can go all day on that.
Ether.
We need to have a rap beef pod, man. With you more, where all the old rap beefs, I was fire.
Yeah.
We need to have a pod like that.
Yeah, for real.
But that'd be fire.
Be down with that.
But yeah. So okay, jump and shift. So you're not really like a movie really type of person, are you? You said before.
I watch movies. I like movies, but
how familiar are you with like black, like old school, like black classic, you know, films?
I can't
movies?
Get down like that. I can't.
What about movies? So you can't get down with like next Friday, or
of course.
Yeah, they're like black hood films. Then I should say.
Yeah.
How familiar are you with those?
A lot. I watch, of course, growing up. Obviously, I had to watch them. Boys in the Hood. And yeah, all of that. With even I forget that one with the. I can't even.
What?
Skipping my mind right now. But it was a movie where
Jack
they
City.
used to go to. I think that's the one where they was partying. They used to party a lot.
They used to party a lot.
And one was a DJ. Next to it was a DJ. The next to it, they used to go to dances a lot, bro. And it was this one with the he was.
Oh, you talking about House Party?
Yeah.
Kid and Play.
Yeah.
Oh, you seen House Party
with the high top fade?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was some of my.
So are those type of movies like popular in like Bahamas and stuff like that?
Yeah. Okay. You know, you had all the illegal burners.
Okay.
Buying it off from the gas station.
Right. Okay.
People selling it at the gas station, the Blu-rays.
Okay. Yeah, I just had to ask, you know, because I didn't even know like if you was like on those or stuff like that. Bro. You know,
of course.
You've never seen like movies like Belly or stuff like that.
I ain't watch Belly.
You know what that is, though?
I mean, I need to watch it, though. Yeah. It's an old school classic, isn't it?
Yeah. DMX, Nas, starring DMX and Nas. One of my favorite ones.
Paid in Full. That was
Paid in Full. Okay.
Classic. I like all the Fridays. Every last one of them.
You seen Do the Right Thing? Spike Lee.
Do the Right Thing. No.
Ooh.
You know what? Who I love? What I love too? Love and Basketball. I think
Love and Basketball is a little overrated, but yeah.
Why?
I don't know. The plot is
kind of stupid.
And a little bit.
I feel like,
you know, playing basketball for love. Like, come on. What is we playing for your heart? If we gotta play for your heart, that means I don't love you. But okay. Come on. But hey, it's a movie. I get it. A lot of people do.
Movie.
A lot of people like it. I ain't trying to shit on nobody's. You know.
It's because I have two sisters, bro. So you know,
women love
that's why
those movies. Yeah. Women love those movies, and that's fine. I respect that. So people got their opinions. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then it's the next one with Tupac, the one with Tupac.
Juice.
Oh my god.
They in high school.
Yeah, dope.
Okay, you seen that?
Dope. And then.
So you seen the basics then?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I still gotta catch up with a lot, though.
Bro, there's so many movies
one of my bros
put you on that turn you into a crazy fan. So many.
Let me know.
I don't know if you've been watching.
I don't be watching movies nowadays. Yeah. So but
a lot of people aren't really, you know.
Yeah. Everybody into the Tubi right now for the black films.
I can't do Tubi. I can't. I'm a real cinema fan. Tubi, man, it's too for me.
That's if you about that.
Tubi got some underrated movies though. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, but the generic Tubi shit that be coming out, nah, I'm good. Fucking bullets be looking like fucking paper balls and shit. The gunshots be sounding like fucking firecrackers. Like, man, what the hell is this? The edits be looking, I'm like, man, you could tell it's a fake baby in their hand.
You gotta.
Yeah, come on, people. We gotta get it together. You
gotta start from somewhere.
You do gotta start from somewhere. I get it.
Most of our black people right now, producers and stuff, they gotta go on Tubi. They getting that Tubi.
Hey, but black filmmakers is out there now.
DC Young Fly, he getting a little bit of that Tubi money.
Yeah, wilding out Tubi. No, I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. Okay, I just had to ask. I didn't even know if like you was onto those, like, you know, you seen any of those, because I didn't know if it was like popular in the Bahamas and stuff like that. Never been there, so okay.
You gotta come.
Yeah, I want to go. Everybody wants to go to the Bahamas.
Yeah, but you gotta come to the real Bahamas. So.
I mean, you think of the Bahamas, man. You think of, you know,
the beaches and everything.
Yeah, yeah. But I know that's not all to it.
You gotta come to
The trenches.
You gotta come see how niggas be living, man.
Oh yeah, man. I'm down for that. I gotta do that one for one time. But okay.
My all-time movie though, of all time.
You got an all-time movie? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me hear it.
For me, personal bias. It's the 300, bro.
300. You talking about
Spartans?
Wow, really? That's your favorite movie of all time?
I could watch that on repeat, bro.
Whoa. Okay. Tell me what's the reason behind that?
Just because I'm fascinated about them times. You know, the Roman times and the Roman Empire, and you know, all of that. The Persian Empire, and that's if I'm geeked out about something, it'd be geeked out about that. That's why my tattoo right here is literally the shield.
Wow, a lot of
helmet.
300 is great. I like the story in 300 because I've seen 300 multiple times.
Yeah,
I actually have 300 probably in one of my top personal favorite movies.
Yeah.
It's fucked up what happened in the end. You know how they got backstabbed by I forgot his name. But you know,
ugly looking thing.
Yeah. Because they pretty much denied him and stuff like that. So he kind of backstabbed him to the Xerxes dude.
Yeah, the Persian.
But no, 300. I like 300.
Yeah. That's my all-time.
That's just surprising. Show. I didn't think that was gonna come out of your mouth.
So why?
I don't know.
What you took me for? Like what?
Bro, I had no idea. I had no idea if you had one or if you did, what it would be.
All-time favorite show? If I say 300, what you think my all-time favorite show is?
I have no idea. What? Let me guess. Like TV show. Like sitcom or TV show?
Like just
if you say 300 is your favorite movie of all time,
can't be that hard.
I have no idea. What? Oh, Game of Thrones.
You got it.
Okay.
Game of Thrones, except that last season though.
That is interesting.
Oh me.
I love Game of Thrones. I just watched Game of Thrones. Was that about a year ago?
Yeah.
So I'm a new viewer.
Hooked, bro.
That season 5 was crazy.
Action packed, yo.
What's the fucking? Hold on. So I don't sound stupid. Let me get this cast.
Khaleesi. They had Khaleesi in there. They had Starks. Arya Stark, and then they had Jon Snow.
Yep, Jon Snow. I love Jon Snow.
Yeah. I like
Cersei.
Which one?
Her.
Oh yeah.
That bitch got on my fucking nerves. I hated her so fucking much.
Yeah.
She pissed me the fuck off.
Bro, the way she was sleeping with her brother, that was
Yeah.
That was like damn. Come on.
What they did to the little brother, pushing him out that window was fucked up.
Yeah.
And her death did not satisfy me. Did not satisfy me at all.
You wanted to see some more?
Bro, yes. She deserved a fucking harsh visual death. Her death ended with her fucking crying in her fucking brother/lover arm, and they get crushed by some fucking rocks. What? No. What she has done to people, and she is a manipulating fucking it's just annoying. She can never admit that she's wrong.
Yeah.
She never have any type of civil conversation with anybody.
No.
Everything is just competition with her. She got a fucking bad attitude problem. She always getting smart with people. She think anybody is up against her. Always,
that's what they make the character for.
Always blaming shit on everybody else when the shit was clearly your fault.
She played that role though.
She played the hell out of the role.
That's why
she did her job.
Yeah.
She did her job. She played it very well.
I love
Jon Snow.
I love the imp.
The imp.
Yeah, the small dude. The.
Oh, you talking about Lannister?
Yeah. Lannister. Yeah,
he was cool.
That was one of my. That's one of my favorite.
He's cool.
You know,
Jon Snow probably my favorite.
You love
it's
and
just
then
probably
hate him
everybody
and then
else.
love and then hate him again.
But yeah, Game of Thrones. I fuck with Game of Thrones. I actually do.
And then The Last Kingdom. That was my next show.
Have you been watching that? What's that extended show? House of the Dragons or something like that. It's pretty fire. I've seen it. I've seen the 2 seasons.
Really?
Fire. It's a little more darker though.
Then Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Yes, bro.
Ooh.
You might want to. They filming season 3 right now.
Bro, I'm trying to not get hooked on the shows though, bro.
So okay, Game of Thrones 300. Okay, so yeah, you like those? Okay, that's your vibe.
Yeah, I like the you know.
My favorite show of all time though is Snowfall.
Snowfall, never seen it.
Snowfall is Snowfall, man. Who have you been seeing? Hold on.
It's one of the 50 Cent film.
No,
sound like it's 50 Cent.
No. No. Let me show you. Have you been seeing?
That dude could act.
Yeah, he's a star actor of the show.
He from London, right?
Yep.
That dude could act. Yeah. It's
God.
about L.A., isn't it?
Yeah, it's filmed in L.A. Took place in late 80s and 90s. Have you been seeing her anywhere? The mom? Can you see? People been like posting like pictures of her and like at the phone booth and shit like that. No. It's a crazy scene. Okay, yeah. If I were you, I would check this show out 100%. This is my favorite show of all time.
Yeah.
It's kind of based. It's kind of based. The last season was 2023. That's when the last season came out, season 6. So around 28, I think 17, 18 time is when it like started to. John Singleton, R.P. Johnson. He's the film director of Boys in the Hood. He made, he made a lot of movies. John Singleton, he's a legend, but he died towards the middle end of the show. He's the filmmaker of Boys in the Hood. What's the other Tupac movie? He made Juice. He made. He
passed away.
Yeah, he passed away. Let me show you. But yeah, the Snowfall is probably my favorite show of all time. Cause the story, man, it is crazy. The acting is crazy. The visual effects, man, everything, the editing.
Okay.
He's made probably all your top hood movies of all time.
Really?
But this show right here, man, it's authentic. He made Poetic Justice. He made Baby Boy. He made Hustle and Flow.
Baby Boy, that was one of my favorite movies too, dog.
Higher Learning. He's the film that's a top film of all time. But yeah, he wrote the show and stuff like that. Directed it and stuff like that.
So, if you could do life over again, right? Mm-hmm. What would you want to pursue? You would want to pursue something in movies, huh? Like director.
Well, yeah, my dream is to be a film director.
I could see that. I could see that. Because
I'm more so of like a Spike Lee type of fan. That's why I got Spike Lee I got him on my throat. Okay. Spike Lee is my favorite filmmaker of all time. If you and your girl like ever just chilling and y'all want something to watch, I recommend a movie called Jungle Fever. That's my recommendation to you. Let me know what you think of it.
Jungle Fever.
It's called Jungle Fever. Written, directed by Spike Lee. When I tell you,
Spike Lee is the one who be in
Knicks games. Yeah, he's a big Knicks fan. Huge Knicks fan. Him.
Yeah.
My favorite director of all time.
Okay.
Best director of all time. But yeah, Jungle Fever. It is a intense watch.
It's a movie or a show?
It's a movie.
Okay.
It's a movie.
I could get down with that then. I can't get into the shows right now, bro. I can't be hooked on the TV. Like a good, like a good, like.
But no,
late night.
I don't know how you would like you know how sensitive if you and your girl sensitive to certain stuff.
The only thing we don't get down with what I don't allow in my crib is like demonic shit.
Oh no, okay, yeah, nothing like that then.
Okay,
nothing like that, nothing like that.
I don't like the demonic.
But it's sensitive conversations in this movie.
Of course,
it's a movie based on interracial relationships.
Okay,
and you got a black dude and you got an Italian white girl in a relationship, and the Italian family don't fuck with we don't date blacks, we date Italians only, etc., etc. And
don't tell me no more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it,
bro. When I tell you the conversations in this movie is crazy, you gonna be hooked. Y'all gonna be hooked. Okay. It's a sensitive watch.
Italian.
It's an unapologetic. He wrote this movie unapologetically. He didn't give a fuck about what other people thought when he wrote this movie. It starts off pretty intense. So. Yeah.
So that would be your favorite movie then?
No, that's not my favorite movie. My favorite movie is probably Dead Presidents. That's my favorite film of all time. Dead Presidents is 100%. That's my
Dead Presidents. That's what it's about. Same thing.
No. Dead Presidents is about. Dead Presidents is a 1995 film. It's about starring Lorenzo Tate. He played in Men's Society.
Okay.
He had the hair.
I know who you're talking.
Lorenzo Tate. He pretty much plays. He was a high school graduate. He didn't want to go to college, so he ended up going to war and stuff like that. This is during the Vietnam times and stuff like that. Pretty much about a black man who graduates from high school, doesn't really want to go to college. He goes to Vietnam War. Then after Vietnam War, he pretty much comes back to the Bronx in New York, and he pretty much they leave him with nothing. He doesn't get any jobs, no accolades. Yeah. It's touching base on all the black men in war times, Vietnam, even before then, who fought for these white wars and came back with nothing. They didn't get no jobs, no money, no type of accolades to show, that they fought for this country and stuff like that. And, he's pretty much he's struggling. He has a kid on the way. He has a girl, and he is struggling very, very, very hard.
Sounds like
and he does something very, something he regrets. They end up robbing a money truck. The robbery goes wrong, and it's intense. It's very intense.
So Jungle Fever and Dead.
Chris Tucker plays in it.
Really?
He plays a more serious role in it. Yeah.
Okay.
Boy, if you and your girl chilling, watch Dead Presidents first and then watch Jungle Fever. I love Dead Presidents. That's my favorite film of all time. I can watch it all day, every day, but never get tired of it. But yeah, you won't be disappointed. I promise you, you will not be disappointed on none of them.
Sound like what they doing to veterans now. It seems like shit ain't never changing.
It's touching base, on those times, man, where a lot of black men, they fought wars and shit like that. And, they came back and didn't have shit. Like, y'all, these motherfuckers fought a war for you, and y'all sent them back with nothing. Yeah. So they basically wasted their whole life. Could have died, and you gave this man nothing. And it's really unfortunate.
No VA,
but he was just, after high school, he was just tired of school and he wanted to do something different. And, his family wanted him to go to college and shit like that. Man, he just wanted to do something different. And in those times, Vietnam times and shit like that, you really, if you didn't really have much, too many options, as we do today. Mm-hmm. So if you didn't go to school, you're going to fucking fight. You're going to fight war. So
yeah.
So that's pretty much what this film is touching base on for the most part. But he's dealing with a lot of other shit. His baby mama is fucking around with his pimp. Got a pimp around his daughter, his kids. When he in the war, the pimp giving her money and all that. Bro, it's crazy. It's some crazy shit. It's some crazy shit. It's a drama film, so be prepared to it ain't
We like them type of movies, so.
But yeah, drama films is my like, because that's where actors bring out their real acting. I'm not really. I like comedy and shit like that too. Science fiction is probably one of my second, maybe third favorite after horror films. I know you're not a horror fan.
Yeah, you love.
I'm not really a demonic really type of fan either, like that either though. You know, but I can appreciate a great horror film. But
so I still gotta go and see Sinners.
You still haven't seen Sinners?
No.
Wow. Okay. I ain't gonna spoil it for you, bro.
Don't.
Well, it's on streaming platforms now, so go ahead.
Yeah.
If you can, yeah, go ahead, check it out.
We can't go to the movies right now.
Yeah. But no, Sinners is good. Yeah, you got kids and stuff like that, so I understand. Well, I think by now everybody's seen Sinners, so y'all might be in the movie there by yourself. So
I don't know.
That might be
sure. That might be cool, and
yeah.
But I don't want my son to be seeing that either.
Oh yeah, no. Sinners, no.
I don't want my son.
It's not for kids. No, it's not for kids. Yeah. It's not for kids. Yeah, if you and your girl just ever got free time by yourselves, if y'all ever, got free time, check it out.
You want to watch the kids, bro? I'm playing, bro.
I ain't babysitting so long, bro. No, I'm the last person.
I wouldn't even do that to you, bro.
No, bro.
I wouldn't even do that to you.
But okay, bro. Last topic, man. It has been, a lot of. This has been a hot topic lately. Started in, LA and stuff like that, man.
Speaking of LA, we talking about LA movies and LA's.
These riots and stuff, ICE and shit like that, man. And, taking people from their homes, their jobs and stuff like that. Just tell me, bro, what's your opinion on all this? What's your opinion?
All right, so let's have a good conversation here.
Yeah.
Let's set some ground rules. Go ahead,
bro. Say what you gotta say.
Let's just speak.
Yeah.
And last time we spoke, we we had a heated conversation, but I like those heated conversations.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
No, because always.
It forced both parties to think and.